Good morning, everyone. I see Time and Timber Homesteads here. Good morning. Good morning, Jasmine. Andy Rabbit says, Good morning, Jasmine. Good morning, Andy. And David is here. He says, Good morning, everyone. Good morning, David. Well, I got two new baby cooey that was born on Tuesday. And then, oh, there's Buster. Buster says hi to all. How are you doing, Buster? So little mama gave birth to two cooey. Last time it was 3, this time it was 2. Nothing from Big Mama yet. But the least amount of babies, the faster they give birth. Okay, Buster says he's doing okay. I hope you were safe from those storms. And he says, woohoo, babies. Yeah, I'm going to have to go get them in a little bit and show them to you guys. We'll wait until more people get in here. And we know Aaron's going to be late because he's going after a swarm of bees. And I do have my link for Quail University. Let me get that up here. Buster said he just had wind yesterday. Well, that's good. We had thunderstorms. All the tornadoes were north of us. We just got a couple little thunderstorms that last for about a minute. So I'm in part of the valley where everybody else get more than I do. And we didn't even get as much wind as they said we were going to get either. Got a little bit of wind last night. Andy says, after I buy QuailCon, I'll ask you for your link again. Alrighty, Andy. I'll be giving it out every live that I do. Nikki J says, good morning. She's got her coffee. Good morning, Nikki. Good to see you this morning. I moved my desk around so you guys aren't blinded by the light trying to look at me. So I got to move my coffee warmer. Coffee cup warmer. There we go. And where are you at again, Nikki? You said that the wind is still horrible there? Andy says, I'm glad you were safe last night. It was a bad weather day yesterday. I'm glad you're safe. Truck 3 Warden, good to see you this morning. She goes, morning all from snowy and blowy Wisconsin. Yeah, you were north of those tornadoes last night, weren't you? Oh, Nikki's in Missouri. So how close do the tornadoes get to you, Nikki? Because there was one that was between Dayton and Columbus, which is still a little bit north of my shire. Truck 3 says, yes, thank God. They weren't anywhere near us. I'll take blizzard conditions over tornadoes any day. I'm the other way around. I've lived through plenty of tornadoes. They don't bother me as much. Lucy, go lay down now, baby. You've already been outside. You need to go lay down. There was a lot of them in Mississippi yesterday. Nikki says, I don't know of any that actually touched down around me, but warnings sounded all around. David says, how about hurricanes? Well, David, I know you're in Florida, so you'd have to worry about hurricanes. I don't like hurricanes. I was in Galveston when the Hurricane Allen was supposed to hit Galveston, so they evacuated the island. So we went to San Antonio thinking we'd be away from it. Came in Brownsville and shot 11 tornadoes through San Antonio. San Antonio. And he says, LOL, yeah, tornado weather comes and goes, blizzards stay. Not only that, a tornado can kill you quick, whereas a blizzard kills you slower. Truck 3 says, we've only had 2 tornadoes here, and the last one missed us by about 40 acres. Andy says she didn't hear any sirens yesterday. And she agreed with me about what I said about the difference between tornadoes and blizzards. Yeah, freezing to death is a cold, long process where a house falling on you or throwing a piece of straw through your head, that'd kill you quick. I remember those safety videos we had to watch in elementary school when I was a kid. And they did not do anything to help my fear of heights. When they show about bridges crumbling and a piece of straw going through a windshield without cracking the windshield, without bending the straw. It was pretty quiet. I got a video that I'll be posting out later today about gathering this morning's eggs. I got one that was completely shellless. It even bounced when I threw it to Lucy. Truck says snow melts and goes away. The sun is shining here and it's already melting. Had thunderstorms here before, 10 inches of snow, but spring is on its way. Yeah, it's spring is here, but old man winter doesn't like to get rid of, doesn't like to loosen that grip. And he says, one of the houses I wanted, a playing card was embedded about halfway in a tree, not even bent or anything. Yeah, that's tornado. But when I was a kid and I was visiting my mom for Easter weekend, and this is up in Toledo, there was a couple tornadoes headed that way last night. It triggered the memory. And we were walking home. The car died in one of the flooded viaducts. So we had to walk through another viaduct to get towards the house. When we got home, the sirens was going off, and the guy was in the middle of the street yelling, "Come to the church, you'll be safe. Come to the church, you'll be safe." And me, my little smart mouth says, "If God wants you, He gonna get you no matter where you are." My mom lived in the upstairs apartment in a duplex, kind of like I'm doing, except for the only damage that she got was it ripped the back screen door. It had touchdown on both sides of the house. And that church that that he was yelling, "Come to the church, you'll be saved." That church was destroyed. So were the people inside of it. There's Tickle Trunk. Feather Connections Homestead says, "Good morning. How are all my friends? Everyone safe from the tornadoes?" Sounds like that's what we're chatting about. Yeah, I haven't been to bed yet, Kelly. I had to watch it. Andy says, "I'm glad it was minimal, Nikki." Oh, Nikki says, "I got a couple panels that are off my greenhouse and some flashing off the house." And Truck 1 says, "Must be our April Fool's joke." Yeah, it came in on the foolish day. Kelly says, "G Rose is on the bee hunt this morning for a swarm. I'm sure they'll be on later, but keep an eye out for that epic video they'll be putting out after." I seen that, Kelly. And Lane is going with him. Nikki says her brother in Iowa sent some really crazy pictures. They had a tornado. Yeah. Kelly says, "Oh my God. Was there warnings in Ohio?" Yeah, there were some tornado warnings in Ohio. Because I better check on my family. My grandpa lives in Eaton, Ohio, and they get tornadoes a lot. I think it was over by Tip City, Kelly. David says, "I have a water system with nipples. To me, they have to work too hard to get water. Thinking of changing to cups. Any recommendations?" Well, if they can stick their head out the cage, I'd use a watering trough. But on the if you go to the cups, nipples, I don't like nipples. If you go to the cups, you get the one that has the little white thing that they peck at and puts water in. Kelly says, "Yep, Lane is all about helping with the bees. He's such a freaking cutie. I designed a shirt just for Lane and put it in my shop. It says the Bee King." You should have sent him one, Kelly, because it ain't going to be long. He's going to be teaching his dad. And he's so patient with the bees. Is a long day. They've added so much stuff to Canva that if you even try to look at it, it gets mind-boggling at times. Kelly says, "I added it for Lane per their request, but didn't send it yet. It's printed on demand, but if they pick out their color, I'll send them one." Aaron is seriously like my boyfriend, my best friend forever. I swear he's the dude version of Kelly. And he says, "These are the cups I use. I use them in the picture on each cage." Shanshin chicken water cups, poultry water cups, automatic water cups for do-it-yourself poultry, duck, quail, duck, chicken, bird drinkers. Okay, she got the link. Truck 3 says, Kelly, love your shirts. They are so soft and cute sayings. Nikki says, yes, ma'am, it's going to be a long day. Been up since 3:30. I've been up since noon yesterday. Echo, what's my notification?
One new notification from Amazon. U.S. National Weather Service has issued a high wind warning for Franklin. It'll be in effect until April 1st, 6 p.m. EDT.
Yeah, there isn't much wind. It was supposed to start at 8 this morning. Kelly says, Truck 3, thank you. I love that Bella shirt too. So soft. Jasmine says, back. Sorry, I was on the phone with my mama. Well, you got to pay attention to your mama, Jasmine. David says, thanks, Andy. You guys want to see the shirt I'm wearing today? I survived QuailCon 2022. Then I don't know if you can see the back. For heavens, why? Sleep is necessary. Nikki, when I get stressed, I can't sleep. Kelly says, ha ha ha. Nice. That's a George design, right? Yes, it is. I wore your design last time. The ones that says they meet at QuailCon 2022. David says, awesome shirt. Jasmine says, nice, V. I love how Jasmine calls me V. So I was re-familiarizing myself with Canva so I can get some more cookbooks out. Because the Everything Pickled was supposed to be out for Christmas and I didn't make it. I guess that wind is picking up now. Yep, it's picking up. I can see the tree moving. Jasmine says, Kelly, I need to get another Quail Nerd sweatshirt. Mine smells all goaty now, LOL. Well, Jasmine, that's why they make washers. And he says, this is a container I use from Dollar Tree. I get the tallest I can. Jasmine says, our wind is horrid right now. Yeah, it sounds like ours trying to be. It's moving that big fir tree. Well, in 15 more minutes, I'll go and get the 2 baby cooies to show you. Eddie says, I have a little wind, it looks like. Well, me, I heard it, and when I heard it before the big thunderstorm last night. Yeah, that flag, it's wonder it ain't ripped up by as hard as this blowing. Jasmine says, ha ha ha, I know, V, but the buck stank don't wash out good. Baking soda. Soak it in baking soda water. Kelly says, ha ha ha. Time and Timber, yeah, I have a designated hoodie I wear around the farm, and it gets washed way too much. Andy says, my rabbit is playing an April Fool's Day on me. She has built a beautiful nest, but no babies yet. She says, I'm going to fool you, Mom. I'll have them and hide them from you. Do you guys see Callie Quail Keeper's rabbit photo lately? I mean, rabbit video lately? She's got like an aviary farm for her rabbits. And she does deep litter, so they build their own nest instead of providing a nesting box. In other words, they dig down into the deep litter and has their babies. Andy says she's got a farm hoodie too. And he says, I don't think I have seen it. I'll have to go check. Jasmine says, I have used baking soda, borax, vinegar, odor ban, buck stink stays put, LOL. It's not wearable in public anymore. I need a 2-town one and a farm only one. You should always have a farm only one. Or barn only one at least. Andy says, my hoodie says, gobble till you wobble. Kelly said, laughing at Jasmine, she goes, I got you, girl. Buck stank be bad. Yeah, the temperatures are gonna start dropping rapidly this afternoon. Jasmine says, laughing at Kelly, I wear that proudly too. She goes, I love my bucks, but dang, their perfume is something. Now you know why all the goats love it. All the nannies or does. Be right back. I have to walk every time to get a cigarette now. Because when I put them on the desk, I smoke too many. Andy says, Jasmine, get some brown Lysol and put a cap or two full in the washer with the soap. The smell would be gone. The other kind of works too, just not as well as the old time brown will. Okay. Yeah, that's yeah, those eggs were terrible from what I've seen you saying about them. Anybody that sent eggs out like that need to be shot. They're sure not doing AI clean. Just send eggs out like that. Kelly says, finally got some incubator issues sorted out. And now I need way more brooders. Haha. Great problem to have. Restocking my breeders and selling many chicks. I got that, Jasmine, real quick. I even sang it in my head. That buck stank brings all the does to the yard. They're like, it's better than yours, Kelly. Wait, what eggs? David says, I ate a billy goat when I was a kid, and the meat tastes like their smell. Oh, that means it wasn't castrated. Jasmine says, Kelly, look at the group messages. Kelly says, oh my God, Jasmine, that would be a hilarious shirt. Jasmine says, yes, please. Kelly says, I'll see what I can do. So, another thing with that crazy guy that lives downstairs next to me, he tries to come out his door every time I take Lucy out. So I'm standing in my doorway watching Lucy do her running around. And he come out his door and looked at me. He goes, I'll spit in your face. I told him, calm. I said, no, you won't spit in my face. And he says, wow, what the heck? Crazy. Yeah, he's paranoid schizophrenic. David says, sounds like he is not a very nice person. No, he is not. Jasmine says, so I'm borrowing a friend's GQF sportsman incubator. My refrigerator ruined 240 quail eggs. Ugh. Wish me luck getting this next batch of eggs hatched and to my customers. 240 eggs, Jasmine. Oh, that is terrible. Kelly says, oof, I'd be terrified of neighbors like that. I prefer not to talk to them at all. He triggers me a lot. His paranoia and my paranoia that I got from PTSD does not get along. He triggers me so many times. I've been up more nights than I've been able to sleep. So I agree, Jasmine. He does need to go. He was supposed to be gone by today, but I don't think it will be. Yeah, he likes to run out of his apartment at the same time I run out and scream and holler and trigger me. Caused me to have a meltdown this week. Well, I don't know what your April Fool's joke was, David. I haven't had one yet today. And he says, oh, I'm sorry, Verna. Jasmine says, Kelly, how do you clean the GQF? LOL. My arms are too short to get to the back. David says, that guy. No, David, I wish he was a joke. He's something you don't joke about. It's good thing I don't have a gun. Yasmin says, "So, what have you been preserving lately, V?" I got a whole bunch of candy that I'm going to get ready for QuailCon. I got a few pounds of saltwater taffy mixed variety. And let me open up the other box I got. Kelly says, I started hatching in a separate incubator so my GQF stays clean. Let me get that box. I didn't open it yet. Now I got to find out where I put it. It's right here. I got 2 of these. And you know what Skittles looks like? Marbles. Okay, let me catch up with you guys. Kelly says you can unscrew the back. I've done that before, Jasmine. Jasmine says, so what have you been? Okay, I got that. Kelly says, I started hatching in a separate incubator so my GQF stays clean. Jasmine says, oh, good to know, Kelly. Thanks, girl. Andy says, Verna, get one of them air horns. Every time he does it, just pull it out. I can't, Andy, because it would hurt me more than it would him. I can't stand loud noises. Nikki says 26 babies so far. Way to go, Nikki. And he says, Appo's out in his face. Okay, pull it out in his face. Now, Devin says, woohoo, Nikki. Andy says, nice, Nikki. Nikki says, hopefully a few more will pop. How many did you have in there, Nikki? If I could find my pepper spray, I'd have that with me and spray it in his face. $57. Okay, so you got half so far. No, you got 52 right now. I mean, half of 52. Andy says, my hatch, I had 81 hatch out. 81 out of how many, Andy? Jasmine says, guys, my first set of heritage goose eggs are Pippi. Woohoo, Jasmine, you go, girl. Which kind of geese are they? And it says 119 eggs were set, 91 into lockdown, and you got 81. So that's good. Jasmine says, I couldn't figure out where the chirping noise was coming from, LOL. And he says, congratulations. Nikki says, this hatch has been really weird. I'm not sure what's happening in there. Jasmine says, they are pilgrim geese, a heritage dual-purpose goose that is auto-sexed at birth. That is wonderful. Now you'll find out how many ganders you have hatching as soon as they come out. That way you'll know how many you have to grow for dinner and how many you can keep for the next run. Jasmine says they are supposed to be sweet too. Nikki says geese to pinch your bun. Not all geese do that, Nikki. David says my wife ordered some Dominic chicken, heritage pilgrim chicken, multi-purpose. That's cool, David. In case anybody's came in and missed this is my link for everybody to go to Quail University that hasn't gone yet. There you go, David. You can go to Quail University now. Oh, okay, 10 people in here and 10 likes. I wonder how Steve's doing today. And I wonder if Ed's still asleep. Jasmine says, nice, David. I have Delaware heritage chickens. I almost chose Dominic's. Nikki says, oh, did they get the affiliated link set up? I got my affiliated link. Katrina got hers Monday. I think it was Thursday I got mine, Wednesday or Thursday. Now, who's here is starting to get excited about QuailCon? Let me see if it's up yet. All right, you guys, here's where you go get your tickets for QuailCon. And it even tells you who the speakers are. Or rather, special guests. Andy says, I met up with an online friend yesterday. It was a nice visit. Her incubator broke during a hatch last week. I gave her some of my jumbo eggs to take home with her, hoping they hatch. Good for her. That's cool. Jasmine says, oh, sorry to hear that, Truck 3 Warden. I know that is a hard loss. Thanks for all the kind words about QU. Oh, okay, I missed it. Truck 3 says she finished Quail University this week. Great program. It was nice to see smiling faces along with the information. Rough week, had to put down my 15-year-old shepherd mix. Yeah, that is always sad. Andy says, be right back, going to QuailCon site. Nikki says, gotcha, Jasmine. I'm waiting for my laptop battery to come in, so I haven't purchased it yet. Kelly says, working out. I missed it. They're up? Yes, they are, Kelly. The QuailCon tickets are up. Here's the link. So if you're going to go, get your tickets as early as you can. Jasmine says, I cannot wait to see everyone at QC23. Truck 3 says, thanks, Jasmine. I learned my broken legs were from them popping and landing wrong from you. Broken legs on what, quail? Jasmine gives out the moody green hearts. We're still waiting for her to come up with moody green quail. Deep moody green. You trying to get comfortable, baby? Okay, let me go get those babies. Truck says, quail. I thought there was something wrong with the cages and couldn't find anything wrong with it. Makes sense now. Yep. Jasmine says, I am going to have to come up with a deep, moody green quail costume for QuailCon. Everyone would know who I am then. I'll be right back. I got to go get those two babies. That a good baby. This is number 1. Looks just like the mama. Not a white spot on it. Now go get number 2. This is number 2. You have to see this one from more than one side. Oh. Now let me see your pretty face. Now, let me see, where was I? Jasmine says, I am going. Okay, I've seen that one. Jasmine says, baby. Thing one and thing two. Pigs are like little Dr. Seuss characters. Yeah, but they're called pups, not pigs. Jasmine says, love, no, two, so number two is so cute. Nikki says, oh, how adorable. And he says, they will make pretty squares. And Jasmine's doing what I was doing, laughing at Andy. David says, is number two going to be a breeder? I don't know yet. I have to kind of vent check it to find out if it's male or female. And he says, quilt squares. Jasmine says, going to make a pig pelt pillow? No, because you have to raise them up to adults before their fur doesn't come out so easy. What you want? You wanted one of those babies. See, smell my hand, smell the babies. Oh, Lucy's jealous. I was holding a baby. David says, oh, Jasmine says, gotcha. David says, kind of like rabbits. Yeah, kind of like rabbits. Lucy was a little jealous. I was petting a piggy pig. There she is, everybody. And Lucy needs a bath. You stink, Lucy. Yeah, like rabbits, when they get old, it's a little harder to skin them because I got rid of skunk face. And he says that's how I put it, how I put in my mind with my rabbits. It makes it a little easier on the mind on butchering day. I put in my mind that even now I can play with them, but they're still food. I got 6 I have to process this weekend still. I finally got my knife sharpeners in, and I sharpened my knives yesterday. So I should be getting those processed within a couple days. David says, I would like raise cuy, but I think I am the only one that will eat them. Well, if your family eats rabbits, when you get it skinned, they ain't gonna know the difference. Not much. Just tell them they're small rabbits because they taste the same. And when you take the fur and the head off, they look almost the same, except for the legs. There's no big hind legs. And he says, "Yep. And when they are babies, they are my gifts to play with. And when they grow, then they are invited to my dinner table." Exactly, Andy. Dave says, "At least my family will eat quail." Oh, your family won't eat rabbits either? but they'll eat beef, and that's a big baby. He says, maybe rabbit. And Big Mama is pregnant because she's starting to nip me again. Jasmine says, we are dispatching 7 rabbits today. Well, I got 6 cooey to dispatch. And I can't hang them up like you can with a rabbit. So I have to lay them on my counter and do it. Then I'm gonna try to pull all the fur off the head. And, 'cause I hear there's a lot of meat because part of that neck that's on there, it's got a lot of meat on it, and their cheeks and everything's got a lot of meat. So I might take the heads and make soup out of it. Because I tell you, when I made the fried cuy, I used wheat flour, garlic powder, pepper, smoked paprika, and poultry seasoning. And it was so good. And he says, I have a few babies I thought was white, maybe a black spotted. But yesterday I was looked at them and they had developed some reddish tan coloring on them. Well, if you want some black and whites, I could save a black and white for you, a couple of them. Jasmine says, these are going to be barter traits for a baby goat. Oh yeah. See, says John, good morning. Let me get my likes in. Good morning, cuz. Jasmine says, good morning, Steve-O. David says, so you can hang cooey like rabbit to dispatch? No, because their hind legs are too small, and there ain't no way that you can tie it without it slipping through. And he says, hello, Steve. I meant rabbits. Oh, okay. Nikki says, good morning, Steve. Well, my cousin's here. It's time for me to go get some coffee. Truck 3 says, morning, Steve. You used an egg peeler you recommended this week, and it works great. Thanks. Sorry it took so long, everyone. Jasmine handed out the coffees to everybody. Dawn says, "Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Dawn. Good to see you this morning." C says, love my peeler." Jasmine says, "I will serve coffee since he, SO, is busy getting likes in, LOL." Yeah, we got 16 likes. Only need 4 more. And everybody's saying good morning to Dawn. Dawn says, "I listened with headsets from the start on high speed while doing my chores and got caught up to here and had 1 sip of coffee now. That's good." She says, "Good morning, Steve, Time, and Nikki." Aaron, he's back from his bee run. Aaron G. Rose says, "Good morning, all the beautiful quail people." Good morning, Aaron. How did it go? Did you get those bees? Jasmine says, "Aaron, you're alive." I had no doubt of that, Jasmine. She goes, "How's the bees removal going?" David says, "Coffee in a can for me, Coke." Yuck, I don't like Coke. Nikki says, "Morning, Aaron." Aaron says, "I'm alive, Jasmine." Lane is alive and still loves bees. Christina, not so much. Oh, I hope she didn't get stung. Dawn says, "Good morning, Aaron." Jasmine laughs at Dave and pours him one. Christina says, "Christina will stay herself home next time." Yeah, let the guys do that. After they pull the combs out of the hive and put them in the spinner and put it in the spinner so you can spin it out, then you'll take over from there, Christina. Kelly says, "Aaron, how was it? Did you get stung? Did you take your Benadryl?" Jasmine is laughing. "You and Lane are going to be in bee house." Poor Christina. Kelly says, "I'm having such a hard time hearing bee. Probably my Wi-Fi acting up. Is anybody else having problems hearing me?" Christina says, "I only want for video purposes." Andy says, "Got me some coffee. Just need some donuts now." I agree, Andy. Aaron says, "I filled up a box of honey and brewed. I have the queen in a cage." That's cool, Aaron. Jasmine says, "Ha ha ha, Christina." Kelly says, "Christina is such a good wife." Well, she's a brave wife. And Jasmine says, "Good deal, Aaron." Kelly says, "I'm getting bees and so nervous." Dale's Quails is here. Good morning, Dale. Dale says, "Good morning, Verna and crew. I hope everyone weathered last night's storm." Yes. And what did that tornado get close to you, Dale, up in Wisconsin? Steve says, "Sounds good down here." And Kelly's wondering how Dale's doing. Nikki says, "I hear you fine." Jasmine says, "How was Colony's temperament?" And he says, "Good morning, Dawn." Jasmine says, "Dale, sunshine." Nikki says, "Morning, Dale." Andy says, "Good morning, Dale's Quails." Aaron says, "Dale, it was definitely a cutout. Those cat toys didn't help." Dale says, "Unverified reports so far, but looks like we had a 3 nearby." Yeah, I thought there was 3 of them. And there's Brooks, Cali Quail Keepers. Good morning, my friends. I'll be listening. Remember to tell Katrina a happy birthday. Yes, today's her birthday. Dawn says, "Good morning to Andy Rabbit." And Dawn says, "Good morning, Dale." 20 likes. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I get to do my little dance. Okay, where was I now? Okay. Jasmine says, Aaron, blah, ha, ha. You were warned. And then she said, hi, Brooke. So I have a video that I'll be, it's probably be a short that I put out this after this, sometime this afternoon. Oh, you guys missed my two babies. I guess I'm going to have to go and get them again in about 10 minutes. I got a black one that is a solid copy of the mom. Then I got a black and white one that looks like she belongs to another cooey. Aaron says, hey, Brooke. And Andy agrees with me. That black and white one looks like it belongs to Big Mama instead of Little Mama. So did you guys see Kelly's live stream about the puppies? She gets them up on live stream, and then as soon as she gets all settled in for live stream, they go and take a nap. Yeah, that black and white one looked like it came from Big Mama instead of Little Mama. But like I said, Skunk Face is gone. He's in my freezer right now. Jasmine says, how long will it take the Skittles to freeze dry? 2 or 3 hours. But for me to do both of those containers full, it'll probably take me all day. Where did I put that box? Yeah. When you got 2 containers like this, I'll show you the size bag that I'll package them in for selling. I'll put them in a Mylar bag until a few days before QuailCon, then I'll put them in these. I don't know what size it is. But I think it's probably quart size. Or pint size, rather, because the other ones are quart size. See, the other ones are like this, and this one's like that. And this year I'll have oxygen absorbers in there. I haven't said what price yet. They'll probably be like last year. Small bags, $5 each. And I'll have the oxygen absorbers in there. We had a little problem last year with that moisture started making some of the marshmallows turn yellow. Jasmine says, I will have to check out your booth first at QuailCon, LOL. C says you should also split that in half so you can sell stack size. Oh, I probably could. But that's about snack sharing size. Because you need that size bag, that little size bag you will need when I order the Jolly Ranchers. Because those Jolly Ranchers get about that big. Nikki says, we will all be running on the sugar rush. LOL. Well, I might have some other things in there. It depends on how much processing in that do. I might have some camping meals too. So those people that are camping can buy dinners. All they have to do is bring water up to boil and they'll have it. I'll probably have some powdered eggs too, in case people want to do scrambled egg breakfast. Brooke says, we absolutely need coffee this time. I drank too much soda. I requested from Zach. Yeah, well, Dale had coffee. Aaron says, Verna, we cut our Jolly Ranchers in two. I'm not going to mess with cutting that. I'll cut my saltwater taffy. I got a big bag of saltwater taffy. But I'm not going to cut the Jolly Ranchers. Andy says, how many Skittles can fit in the bag? Ha ha ha. You'll just have to find out because I don't count. Aaron says, I tried to give Jasmine coffee. Yeah, that's right, Aaron. You did go around with coffee. C says, should we set up a coffee station at QuailCon? Yes, we need a coffee station at QuailCon. I'll bring my own sweetener. Aaron says, gonna set up this new hive. Be back in a few. Jasmine says, did you? Ha. Was I rude? Did I refuse it? I think you might have missed him, Jasmine, because he said he's going out to set up the new hive. Nikki says, I second that. Coffee station. Jasmine says, to be fair, I am a coffee snob. Well, I'm drinking French vanilla. I don't care what everybody else drinks. I can do with plain coffee, as long as it's not too strong. If it's too strong, I just add more milk to it. Kelly says, Brooke says, and tea. Yeah, I do drink tea too. Dawn says, I use coconut milk in my coffee. I'd rather eat coconut instead of making milk out of it. Nikki says, just want to refill my cup and got one more baby. Dawn says, ha, Verna, mine comes in a can. Yeah, I use coconut cream for making a non-dairy ice cream. Oh, that's another thing I'm going to have, homemade ice cream bites. Jasmine says, I'm a strong black fresh ground coffee drinker. Andy says, woohoo, party time. Jasmine says, yay, Nikki. Nikki says, yes, Jasmine. John says, oh, yes, coconut cream makes the best ice cream. But see, I'll have to do an ingredient list on the ice cream and stuff. Steve says, Jasmine, what, you mean coffee snob? I can't see Jasmine being mean about anything. Andy says, I like my coffee to look more like light chocolate milk color. Well, it's a little lighter than I like mine. I like my coffee to look golden when I get done with it. To a caramel color. See, she said she was a coffee snob. I was trying to figure out how, so I know we do a proper coffee station. Well, I can bring stevia. Yeah, and they did have coffee station there, Steve. That was under the tent. Jasmine says, Steve, exactly what it sounds like, LOL. I am a snooty snob about the original, the roast, whole beans, fresh ground, day of use, no plastic cup, make noxious. Okay, now I will go get those babies so that those that have come in can see them. Now this one is the prettiest. Now she looks like she's little claws dug into me, and I thought she was biting me. But see, she looks more like Big Mama's baby instead of Little Mama's. And let me see. There's Vicky. Vicky, you're just in time to see one of the babies. Got 21 of them. Ah. Now this one looks just like her mama or his mama. Solid black all over. Well, no, she got a little brown hint there like her mom has. Her mom has a couple little brown hints in there. Hey, Big Mama, when you have your babies, I want to see them too. There we go. Steve, I already did the dance when I had 20 of them. Now we got 21. And Jasmine says, I am so sorry, Steve, LOL. I admit it's a tall order. And Vicky Keaton comes in and says, good morning, everyone. And she says, so cute and fluffy. Yeah, they were born Tuesday. Dawn says, she is cute. Eddie says, my male looks like that one. The solid black one or the black and white one? Brooke says, so adorable little varmints, LOL. Yeah, but they're tasty. When they get 8 weeks old, they're tasty. Dawn says, Andy, it would be fun to breed your male to hers to see what you get. Andy says, LOL, it kind of would. My boy like that has a bit of a curly fur. Yeah, and you see on top of the black one's head, it's got a little bit of a colic going on. Andy says, the black and white one. Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. Dawn says, Andy, they might have look a likes for baby. C says, oh, I must have been sneaking coffee when you did the dance. Yeah, you might have. And Andy says the solid black one kind of looks like it has a split face in shades of color. Yeah, they're going to be interesting to see what they grow up as. Lucy, why am I scratching you constantly? Why are you being, you get jealous every time I play with a guinea pig. And Big Mama is big now. So she'll have hers within the next month, sometime this month, since it's April 1st. Now go lay down. You're being a booger butt. Quit being a PETA and go lay down. There we go for Quail University. Okay. Well, it's kinda quiet today. Jasmine says, "Don't you talk to little Lucy May like that, LOL. She's not a PETA." Yes, she is. She's my PETA. You're not allowed to call her that. I'm the only one that can call her that. Because she's my pain in the butt. I know you're just messing, but I still say she's my PETA. Because somebody, Bill from downstairs, he called her a PETA, and I says, "You don't call her a PETA. I'm the only one allowed to do that. She's not your PETA. She's mine." Yeah, and when he brings his dog up to visit, his dog's name is Rocky, and Rocky lay right behind by my chair too. She says, "There, Brooke, I sent her an email about QuailCon." Oh yeah, let me see. I didn't put that link on my note page here. Yeah, Jasmine, you have your own 4 PETAs in dog form. Yep. You got 1 PETA in goat form too. The stinky buck. Let me put this on my thing here. Dang, that didn't work, right? I gotta fix this. There we go. Jasmine, be right back. Gotta put the boys out with their goats. See, Jasmine remembers Lucy's name. Welcome back, Steve. Welcome back, cuz. So, how close was the closest one to you last night or this morning, cuz? Did you ever get into a tornado warning last night or this morning? Okay, you're back and you said 13 miles. Well, that's pretty close. Nikki says, yikes. The closest tornado to here was like about 2 hours away. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Tip City area, which is Dayton. Yeah, so it's about an hour or so away. Dawn says, Verna's coughing and I am choking on my coffee. I started to sneeze and got choked on it. LOL. Well, we make a good pair, Dawn. And I hate when I cough and sneeze. And Andy's laughing at us. She says, we had one like 15 miles to our west and 13 miles to our north. Yeah, up in Toledo, where I'm originally from, they had one close to there, I think. But I don't think it was strong enough to do anything. Dawn says, I hate hiccups. Wow, I can't stand those. Dawn, do you find hiccups painful? I do. Dawn says, I haven't caught up on if any tornadoes was close to me, but north of me. I saw pictures of them all over. Yeah, Dawn, what state are you in? Are you the one in Arkansas? She says they're not painful to her, just no way to stop them. Oh, you're in Illinois. Okay, yeah, they did get a few up there. Iowa got them, and I thought that was unusual. But I think those storms just follow Tornado Alley all the way up. But for me, hiccups are painful. It's like being hit right here a lot. Boy, I can hear that wind. It's a good thing I still got the plastic on. Because it's stopping the wind from coming in here. Maybe you get them severe when you get them. It seems to be. Amy B says, hi, everybody. Same here. It's nuts. Amy, what state are you in? Now, QualCon tickets went on sale today. Went on sale today, and here's the link for that. Oh, you're an hour from me in Toledo. Was you was you up by where the tornadoes were? Like around Tip City and that? Jasmine says, hi, Amy. And Nikki says, hi, Amy. And here's my link for Quail University. She says, nope. I used to live up there. And he says, I have my cart full for QuailCon. Of stuff you're going to be bringing? How many Havanas were born? Andy. Amy says, I found a live stream for weather last night. They said 50 tornadoes in the U.S. Was it, Amy, was it Ryan Yaw? Yeah, I was on it too. Then I went over to that other guy, I forget his name. She goes, "None yet. She's playing an April Fool's joke on me." Yeah, she was stashing hay, wasn't she? I think the way Brooke does it with the deep litter and they dig their own dens, that is so neat. And he says, "Yeah, she was. She has built a great nest just waiting on the baby still." But you got more than one doe, don't you? I get a buck from one and a couple does from the other. Let me see what that other weather guy's name was that I watched afterwards last night. Let's see. Oh, meteorologist Andy Hill. Yeah, he stayed on for hours last night. Even after Ryan Hall, he had to open up a new stream because they have a limit on how long they're allowed to be on a live. And he says, "I tried that on a few does before, but I don't like it because I can't see babies till about 3 weeks." And she says, "I'm right." Well, if I was just going to have them for meat, I'd let them do that. Did we lose you, Verna? No, I'm still here. Can you see me, Andy? Can you guys hear me? John says, "I can see you, Verna, and I can see you, LOL." And Nikki says, "I got you, Verna." Well, then I don't know what happened to Andy. Jen says, "You're here, V. I wonder if Andy's still here." And he says, "Yes, I've got you back." Yeah, usually if you think you lose me, all you have to do is refresh the window. Steve said he never lost me. Yeah, he always knows where I'm at. And he says, "That's what I had to do." Yeah, YouTube does that once in a while to you. Now Lucy is laying right by my chair. I got worried about Steve last night when he wasn't on. Either somebody's filing something outside or my refrigerator's going bad. Jasmine says, V, my new goat is doing well. I am sending out blood work to find out if she's pregnant or not. I hope she is because her babies will be amazing. Yeah, she is a cutie. How long are you going to keep her in quarantine? Are you going to keep her in the full 30 days? Brooke says, in the spring and summer, my does in deep litter make their nests level to ground, no burrows. I think because I need to clean it out. She has enough space to dig. Yeah, and that looked like it was a little deep. And he says, Jasmine, that new goat is pretty. Did you get to see the buck that she was with, Jasmine? Yep, Dottie. Echo. In Morse code, what is 3 dots?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, 3 dots in Morse code to English is the letter S.
Yes, letter S. That's what I thought it was. 3 dots, 3 dashes, 3 dots is SOS. Jasmine says 21 days until her blood work comes back. Good to go. Then she'll get to come out early. That's great. And she says, yes, V, he is gorgeous. And C says, yes, Sandy. And Brooke says, Jasmine, I love the name, and I'm already learning from you, your videos. And so Andy says, how are you? Jasmine says, maybe I will have to name the babies with S names. Yep, because her name's Dottie, which is 3 dots. And Steve's showing you 3 dots, 3 dashes, 3 dots is also my initials. And he says, SOS, the hubby is awake. Jasmine says, thanks, Brooke. And Brooke, I got to thinking, remember that question I asked you about QuailCon last year? And I remembered because I got a hug from you. Steve says, Annie, I've loaded up my 400 quail chicks. I can have them to you by 6 p.m. today. Jasmine says, I thought she could have been named etc. LOL. Yeah, because that 3 dots at the end of a sentence means and on etc. etc. But I think you did good naming her Dottie. And if she has a buckling, you can name it Steve. And you got a bunch of names for girls that start with an S. She says that was to scare Andy's husband, April Fools. Jasmine says, yes, Dottie is a great name for her. Yeah, she looks like a Dottie, not just the 3 dots either. Dawn says, Steve, that's just what she needs. Jasmine says, Steve, are you ready to have a goat namesake? She says, Jasmine, I used to drive a car for work and the license plate said Dottie. Brooke says, Shanika is the first name I thought of. I hope I said it right. And Jasmine says, oh goodness. She says, Jasmine, are you sure you want to name a goat a little piece of Steve? Okay, who's got anything planted this week? I have to wait until the 3rd or 4th before I can plan anything. Then I'm gonna have 1 tray of bok choy, Shaniqua, Brooke. I would have 1 tray of bok choy, 1 tray of broccoli sprouts. And then he says, oh, Steve, he missed it, LOL. Truck 3 says, tomatoes, peppers, oregano, basil, and some flowers started. That's great. And I got to get some cages cleaned out and rearrange the quail room and set up my hydroponics. Start getting my hydroponics done by this time next week. So I got a lot of things to do. Jasmine says, I need to start seeds. Still way behind with garden stuff this year. Well, Jasmine, you get too far behind, you just go down to the mills or whatever and buy whatever plants I have. Brooke says, I'm going to sow all my sunflower seeds harvested from last year. Many colors and classics. That's cool, Brooke. Dawn says, I haven't got anything done or started yet for outside. Inside, I just have the broccoli and alfalfa microgreens and got the lentil sprouts for the quail going. And he says, hold on, I will rewind it real fast, LOL. She says, my daughter started seeds. Her garden is 5 foot by 5 foot raised bed. She started 18 tomatoes, 14 cucumbers, 14 okra, and a bunch of other stuff. So 25 square feet. Is she going to do the square foot method, Steve? Dawn says, I'm trying to get my life back. 1 hour a day on cleaning brooders and then making the dog food takes all my time until these babies go outside today. 17 days old and they are going to a heated cage. That's cool, Dawn. Jasmine says, I have family coming this week, so I really need to get productive for today. I love this family community so much. I could hang out all day. And he said, never mind, it messed up if I try. Well, just tell him that Steve's going to send you 400 quail chicks. And Jasmine, you have a blessed day. And don't work too hard. Truck 3 says 83 quail eggs in the incubator. Baby chicken chicks coming the 17th. And quail eggs coming around the end of April. Need to find time for duck eggs. Or you can always buy another brooder and another incubator. Nikki says, have a great day, Jasmine. Everybody's telling Jasmine goodbye. And I tell her, have a blessed day. Dawn says, I had the cages all cleaned and disinfected and started to check the heater, and hubby has trashed the cage. He blew feathers and dust upwards from the bottom cage. Now I have to wipe it down again. Well, that was a pain in the rear. I got to get some more coffee. I'll be right back. Excuse me, Lucy. Well, you guys, when this cup is empty, I have to sign off because I'm out of coffee. Nikki says, oh no, that means he has to do it, right? Don says it will be a long day getting it ready. And it's cold today now again, too. Truck 3 says, LOL, wanted to turn my breeder cage into a community cage. And Truck 3 said he would help me. Ha! He looked at it and told me to just order a new cage. Thinking of another incubator. Mm-hmm. And Steve says, I left my incubator running after the hatch. One hatched yesterday. I was going to take it out today. And lo and behold, there was another one just hatched in there. Now I have to wait for it to dry off. Oh, the problems that we have when we're hatching. What day is it on, Steve? Mine don't go on lockdown until the 12th. Dawn says, "Oh, Steve, incubator TV is still fun anyway." You know, when I did my first set of balut eggs for sale, I got the giggle because there was one that was behind the other egg development. So he had this little bitty thing swimming around in the water. It was just a quail that wasn't big enough to take up anything yet. And it gave me the giggles when I seen it. Nikki says, "My turkey eggs locked down on the 12th." Okay, you and I go on lockdown at the same time, Nikki. Andy says, "I had that issue too with this hatch, LOL. I know the feeling. One morning I was like, I'm pulling it in the morning. I woke up, no babies. And at 10, there was 3. And then at noon, there was 2 more. So you had 5 more when you thought you were all done." John says, "My headset just died. I'll be listening while I get more coffee and make breakfast." Well, we're going to go in about 10 minutes. So, Dawn, if I don't see you before then, you have a blessed day. See, says hatch is on day 24. Okay. And it's 154 days until QuailCon. LOL, Steve. Let me verify that. Echo, how many days until September 3rd?
September 3rd is in 155 days.
Okay, so it's 2nd and 3rd, so he's right. 154 days. John says, "Thank you, Verna. I can hear you, but I won't be at the computer." Oh, I know you can hear me, but I won't see you. That's what I'm saying. Now she calmed down because she's softly snoring. And he says it's 154 days before y'all get to meet me. Yep, Andy. Okay, I'm going to post my 2 links again towards the end of the live stream. Oh, no, cuz it's not that I doubt you. I had to prove you right. See, because if I ask Echo, then she'll say that you were right. I just backing you up, cuz. See, since I have a countdown on my hatch page, And I have a countdown on my bank account spreadsheet. No, I do not have a problem. Nikki says, I can't wait to see everyone again and meet new friends. It's always so fun, isn't it, Nikki? I've been every year. She says, I won't know what to call Andy when we meet. Oh, I know what to call her. Brooke says, Andy, you should have Facebook friend request me so I can put a face with you. Yep, Evie. She says, I should hack your echo so every time you ask, it will respond to whatever Steve says. Then I wouldn't be able to back you up. He says, I think I have you as a Facebook friend. She says, but her face is not her face. Ha ha. And he says, Shiloh Hall is my Facebook name. He says, oh, you're right, Steve. We'll have to do something about that, LOL. And if you guys ever want to get hold of me, you can always call me on Messenger doing the video chat because I'll answer that quicker than I will my phone if my phone rings. She says, Verna, are you friends with Brooke? Yes, I am. We've FaceTime a few times. Ed Got Bait says, good morning, everyone. Right on cue. I'm leaving in 3 minutes, Ed. Good morning, Ed, Steve says. Okay, now don't forget, you guys, the tickets went on sale today. Excuse me. And he says, I'll have to explain all that one day to you all. LOL. And this is my link for Quail University. If I can get it to do it all. She says, send her another invite to the other group. I think she's my last holdout on putting that project to bed. I did send it to her, Steve, like I told you. No, that was with Katrina. Let me see. Whoops, not that link. This link. Let me find her here. There we go. Okay, Steve, I sent it to her. It says, I got them. Check your Facebook messages, LOL. You know, Brooke can't type very much right now. She's got that injured hand from trying to stop that big old metal thing. She says, Brooke, we are friends on Facebook. I see that. Oh, I see. I already sent you an invite. Well, you guys, it's after 12 and I have to go. So you guys have a blessed day. Stay safe and see you tomorrow night.